Why did Starbucks really become so popular? For every person, there are moments that shape their future. For Howard Schultz, the man behind the Starbucks empire, one of those moments came at just 7 years old. His father lost his job after breaking his hip and ankle on the ice, leaving the family with no health insurance, no savings, and no hope. That early hardship deeply influenced Schultz, who later transformed the way the world thought about coffee. But Starbucks wasn't always a global giant. To understand how a small coffee store grew into a worldwide empire, we need to look at its journey through 4 key stages. The humble beginning. In the late 1960s, Gordon Bowker traveled through Europe and discovered cappuccinos in Rome. At the time, Americans mostly drank cheap instant coffee or low-quality diner coffee. Inspired by the richer taste, Bowker and 2 friends decided to bring high-quality beans to the U.S. In 1971, they opened the first Starbucks store in Seattle. But it wasn't a cafe like we know today. Starbucks originally sold bags of roasted beans and coffee-making equipment, not drinks. Growth was slow. By 1981, they had just 4 stores. That same year, Howard Schultz discovered Starbucks through his job at a supplier company. Intrigued by the brand's success, he visited a store, tried the coffee, and was instantly hooked. Despite the founder's reluctance and even his mother's advice against leaving his secure career, Schultz persistently convinced them to hire him. The Italian inspiration. Shortly after joining Starbucks, Schultz visited Italy. There he noticed something beyond the taste of coffee: the cafe culture. In Italian coffee bars, baristas knew customers by name. Cafes weren't just for drinks, but also for relaxation, conversation, and even work. Schultz realized coffee wasn't just a product, it was an experience. He returned to Seattle full of ideas but hit a wall. The original founders rejected his vision. They saw Starbucks as a retailer, not a cafe. Frustrated, Schultz left in 1985 to start his own company, Il Giornale, which combined Starbucks quality coffee with the Italian cafe atmosphere. Most investors doubted Americans would ever pay $3 for a cup of coffee, but Schultz persisted. After dozens of rejections, he raised enough to launch his cafe concept. 2 years later, the Starbucks founders decided to sell the company. Schultz desperately wanted to buy it, but an investor tried to cut him out of the deal. That's when a surprising ally, Bill Gates Sr., intervened, telling the investor to back down. With support, Schultz raised $3.8 million to purchase Starbucks in 1987, uniting it with Il Giornale under one name: rapid expansion. As CEO, Schultz shifted Starbucks from a bean retailer into a cafe experience. Customers could now order handcrafted drinks in-store. With this new model, Starbucks exploded. From just 17 stores in 1987, Starbucks grew aggressively across the US and then worldwide. By the late 1990s, it had entered Japan, the Philippines, the UK, and beyond. At its peak, more than 7 new stores were opening every single day. By 2008, there were nearly 17,000 locations worldwide. But growth came at a cost. The financial crisis hit hard, Starbucks stock fell by 50%, and leaked company emails revealed customer dissatisfaction. Schultz admitted that rapid expansion had watered down the Starbucks experience. So in 2008, he returned as CEO. Instead of chasing growth, he focused on restoring quality. He eliminated automatic machines, reintroduced in-store coffee grinding for aroma, and even closed all US stores one evening to retrain 100,000 baristas. Though controversial, it reminded both staff and customers that Starbucks was about quality and experience. The result? A 143% growth rebound in 2009. Beyond coffee, Starbucks today has more than 32,000 stores worldwide. But the company's success isn't just about coffee, it's about strategy in other industries. Real estate. Starbucks carefully selects locations in neighborhoods on the rise. Often, property values around a Starbucks increase significantly, a phenomenon known as the Frappuccino effect. The brand doesn't just follow trends, it creates them, often sparking gentrification in the process. Banking. The Starbucks app is another hidden weapon. Customers preload money to their accounts to earn rewards, essentially giving Starbucks billions of dollars in interest-free loans. Unlike banks, Starbucks doesn't have to hold reserves for withdrawals. This money can be reinvested into growth, giving Starbucks a unique financial advantage. Experience and innovation. Starbucks isn't only about serving coffee, it's about creating a third place between home and work. From cozy cafes to massive reserve roasteries designed as tourist attractions, Starbucks continues to sell not just drinks, but an atmosphere. The real reason for success. Many coffee shops offered better coffee, but they didn't succeed like Starbucks. Why? Because Starbucks was never just about coffee. It was about transforming coffee into an experience, a brand, and even a lifestyle. Howard Schultz took a struggling idea and reshaped it into a global empire, not by focusing on the product alone, but by making people feel something when they walked into a Starbucks. And that's why today, whether you love it or hate it, Starbucks remains one of the most powerful brands on the planet.